Hello everyone, my name is Precious. Welcome to class. How to make or how to calculate a 1440 degree fillet. Normally to calculate a 360 degree fillet, you divide your waist by 6.284. Now to make a 1440 degree fillet, that means you have to get 360 degree fillet in 4 places. That means you have to get a 360 degree fillet in 4 places to get 1440 degree fillet. So to get a 1440 degree fillet, naturally you divide your waist by 4. But in this class I won't divide my waist by 4 because I want to make kissing pleats. I want to make some pleats, and because of the pleats, that means I need extra at the waist. Assuming I'm not making any pleats, I'm just like making it normally, I will have to divide my waist circumference by 4. But because of the pleats I want to make in the dress, I'll divide the waist by 2. I'll divide the waist by 2. So the waist is 28 divided by 2, that's 14. Now you divide your 14 by 6.284. So 6.284, the calculation and stuff give me 2.3. Now this 2.3, I'm going to add the length because I want my fillets to be in step, like 2 steps. So I'm going to add the first step. I'm going to add this plus the length that I want my first step fillet to be. So that will be the length I want is 0.5. I can make it the length 5.5. So 2.3 plus 5.5 will give me 7.8. 7.8, including my seam allowance, which is 1. The total should be 8.8. So I can just make it 8.5. So on my fabric, you make use of any fabric you want to use. So what I'll simply do here is that I will measure the 8.5 I want to make use of, the 8.5. Once I get the 8.5, I can just fold my fabric. Like this. So I will have to measure this part too, so I won't waste my fabric, so I'll just use 8 point. This is more than 8.5, so I have to reduce it inside. So 8.5. And mind you, you have to like cut 4 of this for the first step. You have to cut 4 of this, and you also cut 4 out of 92. So 8.5. So the radius that I'll use to measure my circle is 2.3. So I'll just measure 2.3 around this edge here. I'll measure 2.3 around this edge here. Just measure. Just measure it all around. Continue measuring it. After you measure it, you can just connect it together like this. Just connect together like so. So after you've connected it, now you measure the length, which is 6.5 and Just going to connect it together like this, so I can just cut it out now. And remember, mind you, this is the first one, meaning that I still have to do 3 more. So as I've explained, now it's the same way you are going to cut the remaining 3 for the first step. So I'll just cut the remaining 3 and show you. So I have cut the first 4 flares for the first step. For the first step, I've cut the first 4 flares. So what I will simply do is that I would just fold it into 2 like this and just slash it only once. So only once for each circle. You slash it only once, just once. So I'll slash the first one, I will just slash the remaining, and after then I will explain how I will cut my second step of flake. What if I didn't mention the other time is that you cut the four circles out of your lining also, out of, maybe you are using doll face or anything, out of your lining also. So for the second flake, it's still the same radius, which is 2.3 plus 9. I want the second flake to be 9. So 2.3 plus 9 is 11.3 plus 1 is equal to 12.3. I can just make it 12. So I'll just measure my 12. This is more than 12, so I can just reduce it to reduce the fabric I'm going to use. So I can still use this like this. So I'll just fold it by 12. I just have to measure this. Okay, I just increase it a little bit. So now I have my 12 by 12 folded. Ready. So what I'm going to do right now is that, okay, let me just cross check. Okay, still good to go. So I'll just measure 2.3 or 2.3. Measure my radius all around. I'll just mark it all around like so, and I'll put my measurement. So the measurement and the length I'm using for the second one is 9.5 or 9.5. So I'll just measure my 9.5 all around. So I'll just mark it all around like so and cut it out. After I cut this one, I will cut the remaining 3. Remember to also cut it out of lining. If you cut it out of fabric and you also cut it out of lining, for the first step that will be 8, and for the second step it will also be 8. I'm adding that's the lining and the fabric all together. So after I cut this first one for the Ankara fabric, I'll cut the remaining 3.